Did you know that the most tattoos given by a person in 24 hours is a staggering 801? That's right, folks. The world of bizarre records is teeming with such unique gems. This particular record was inked by none other than Hollis Cantrell. Back in 2008, Cantrell, a tattoo artist from Arizona, decided to push the envelope and set a new world record. His canvas, the willing participants who showed up at his tattoo shop, Artistic Tattoo in Phoenix. For 24 hours straight, Cantrell was like a man possessed, his tattoo gun buzzing non-stop. And here's a fun fact for you. Do you know why tattoo artists are great at timekeeping? Because they always leave their mark on time. And speaking of time, Hollis Cantrell certainly made the most of his. Hollis Cantrell, a name that left an indelible mark in the world of tattoos and in the Guinness World Records. From needles to duct tapes, we move on to a man who covered his body in 27,000 sticky notes. Meet Jamie Canhead Keaton, a man who in 2016 turned himself into a human post-it note. Keaton spent hours meticulously placing each sticky note one by one on his body. You might be wondering, what could possibly drive a person to such an unusual endeavor? Well, Keaton's motivation was simple. He wanted to create a spectacle, to be remembered, and to etch his name into the annals of the Guinness World Records. And indeed he did. With patience, dedication, and a whole lot of adhesive, Keaton achieved his sticky goal. Talk about sticking to your goals, right? It's a funny and bizarre world we live in, where people push the boundaries of normalcy to earn their place in history. Keaton, a man who really knows how to stick to a challenge. From sticking to licking, we now turn our focus to a woman who licked the world record by addressing 7,000 envelopes in a span of 7 hours. Meet Salty Sarah, an ordinary woman with an extraordinary tongue. Back in 2005, she set out to leave a mark on the world, not with a pen, but with her tongue. Now you might wonder, how did she prepare her tongue for this tongue-twisting feat? Well, she practiced. A lot. She licked stamps, envelopes, and anything that resembled an envelope. Her tongue became her sword and her determination, her shield. Now, why attempt this, you might ask? Well, Sarah wanted to prove that even the most mundane tasks can be turned into extraordinary achievements, and boy did she prove it. Here's a fun fact, or should we say a tongue-in-cheek fact. Sarah's record-breaking attempt was fueled by her love for salty snacks, hence the nickname Salty Sarah, making everyone's mail a little more personal, one lick at a time. From tongues to toes, we now jump to the man who holds the highest bunny hop on a bicycle. Meet Rick Kokuk, a man who dared to dream big and hop even bigger. Back in 2014, Rick set a record that left both the cycling world and the record books in awe. He achieved a bunny hop of a staggering 1.43 meters on a bicycle. Imagine hopping over a fully grown kangaroo on a bike. That's the magnitude of his leap. His journey to this incredible feat was not a smooth ride. It demanded countless hours of grueling training, unyielding determination, and a spirit that refused to accept any limit. Rick faced numerous challenges, physical and mental, but his passion for pushing boundaries kept him pedaling forward. And boy did he pedal! He pedaled his way right into the world records, proving that with dedication and a pinch of daring, nothing is impossible. Rick Kokuk, a man who shows us that when it comes to setting records, the sky is the limit. These are just a few of the bizarre world records out there. Each one tells a unique story of determination, creativity, and sometimes a little bit of madness. They push the boundaries of what we thought was possible, stretching our imagination to its very limits. What's that saying? One person's madness is another's genius. Could be, right? Reminds me of a dad joke. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything, just like these records. Sometimes things that seem impossible or ridiculous are simply a matter of perspective. But let's not get carried away. This isn't just about the records. It's about the people behind them. The dreamers, the doers, the risk-takers who dare to be different, to challenge norms, and ultimately, to make their mark in this world in the most unusual ways possible. What do you think about these records? Do you know any other bizarre records? Share them in the comments below.